Hello Year 2 and welcome to today's writing lesson. Today we're going to be writing the personality section of our missing persons poster, trying though within that to use similes. So before we start writing and I model that, let's recap what a simile is. Let me share my screen. So we know a simile is when we compare something to something else using like or as. I'll say it one more time. A simile is when we compare something to something else using like or as. And just to quickly say, just because you see the word like or as does not make it a simile. I like coffee, that's not a simile. I'm not comparing anything, okay? So it's important we use like or as to compare something to something else. Here are two quick examples. He shouted like a dragon. He shouted like a dragon. And she was as fast as a train. She was as fast as a train. What we are doing here is just comparing something to something else to give the reader a better description, okay, more exciting language. We could just say she was really fast, but she was as fast as a train. We're suddenly picturing this girl racing along quickly like a train, okay? So a simile is when we compare something to something else using like or as, and it improves our writing. Looking at this picture here, I could say the children ran really quickly, and we can see the picture of two children running. And I could write the children ran really quickly, and I must remember my full stop. But I could use a simile. I could compare the children to something else to tell me they're really quick. I could have said the children ran like cheetahs. The children ran like cheetahs. And you can see here, rather than just saying the children were really quick, I said the children ran like cheetahs. And why is that good? Because we know cheetahs are fast. I haven't said the children ran quickly like cheetahs. I just said the children ran like cheetahs because we know cheetahs are the quickest mammal. Okay, the children ran like cheetahs. So we've used a simile there. We've compared the children to cheetahs using the word like. Let's have a look at this one. The man walked slowly to his coffee. The man walked slowly to his coffee. That is a perfect sentence. The man walked slowly to his coffee. But rather than saying the man walked slowly, I could have used a simile, a more descriptive way of saying that. I could have said, the man walked like a zombie to his coffee. What do you picture when you said the man walked like a zombie to his coffee? You're picturing a man walking really slowly, so small steps maybe as he walks down to the kitchen. So rather than saying he walked really slowly, I've said the man walked like a zombie. I've compared the man to a zombie using the word like. Maybe I could have said the man walked as slowly as a zombie to his morning coffee. Okay, so used as there. Let's do this one together. So you're going to need to pause your video. Who can help me out here? I've said the girl was very happy. Who can complete this simile though? The girl was as happy as what? Pause the video, talk to your partners, your hand, your cuddly toy. Who can complete this sentence to give me a brilliant simile? Please tell me through the computer. I can definitely hear. Well done for pausing and thinking. What did you come up with now? Tell me through the computer. Some lovely answers there. Lovely, lovely answers. Really well done. A variety of things that are very happy. So I've gone with the girl was as happy as a child on Christmas morning. Because we know children on Christmas morning are super, super happy. So rather than going, the girl was very happy, I've said the girl was as happy as a child on Christmas morning. All right? Lots of different ones we could have had. I heard the girl was as happy as a child breaking up for the summer holidays. as happy as a girl when she arrives at Disneyland. Lots of different examples there using a simile. Okay, I've used to compare the happiness to the happiness of that as a child on Christmas morning using the word as. Let's do one more. So obviously here I've got a girl swimming. Rather than going, the girl swam quickly, how else could I say it using a simile? Here's two ways. The girl was like a something in the water. The girl was fast like a something in the water. Please pause the video now and come up with a simile to show that the girl was a quick swimmer. Pause the video now. Well done. Lots of different answers there. I said the girl was like a fish in the water. And that's quite a common simile. People say that all the time. Oh, he's like a fish in the water. She's like a fish in the water. And when you hear that someone is like a fish in the water, it's a simile. That means they're a really quick swimmer, because we know fish live in the water and fish are quick swimmers. Remember, you compare something to something else using like or as, but it must have a reason for it. Okay, I would not say the girl was like a chair in the water. No one really knows what you're trying to mean there. You're trying to say they're quick, they're slow. It must have a reason for choosing it. Mr. Wernick is like a dragon when he shouts. Not that I ever shout, but saying he's like a dragon, you're now picturing me, yelling really loudly. If I said Mr. Wernick is like a table when he shouts, you're thinking, what does that mean? Like a table? I don't understand what you're trying to say. So the simile must also make sense. Okay, so some lovely, lovely similes there. And you're going to have the opportunity, if you can, to write your own similes in today's writing. And let me share that. As I said earlier, you're writing the personality section of your text. What do you need to do? Well, there's 3 steps to success here. The first is, what do they like? So what's their personality like? And what do they sound like? The second step to success is what they did on the day they went missing. And the third step to success is something surprising. And you might want to start that with however. So we're really looking at 3 fantastic sentences here. If you follow these, 1, 2, 3, that means you're writing in the correct structure and you should be able to produce some brilliant, brilliant work. Let me now share my book and I will model what I will be doing. Let me share my screen, or stop sharing my screen and share my book. Now you should see me, and hopefully now you should see my book. Fingers crossed. There we go. So I have got my 3 steps to success here. 1, 2, 3. Underneath each step to success, I've given you some examples. So if you're struggling with ideas, there are some examples here you can use. So please watch this. It's really important you pay attention now, because I'll be showing you what to do. Okay, so the first step to success is, what are they like and what do they sound like? And underneath I've got free-spirited, wild, crazy, some examples of what their personality is like. And what do they sound like? I've got maybe a loud, I've got like a monster, maybe aggressive. So now I need to do my sentence. What do they sound like? Remember, Cinderella had a gentle voice, like an angel. That was a really lovely simile. But I'm not writing about Cinderella. I'm writing about this wild child. Let's have a think. So I've got freely. She's free-spirited. The girl is free-spirited, and plays as crazily as a monkey. I love that. Let me say it to myself one more time. Think it, say it, write it. So the girl is free-spirited and plays as crazily as a monkey. So here, let me zoom out. So here, I'm going to start writing. The girl, look at my handwriting, look at the size of the letter going up to that imaginary line which just runs halfway between these two. The girl is free-spirited. That means you kind of do what you feel like doing. The girl is free-spirited and every word try to start on the line and plays, miss a line here, and plays, what did I say? Go back. I played as crazily and plays as crazily. I think I spelt that right, but if I'm unsure, I'm going to put asterisk there because I never let my difficulty in spelling stop my love for writing. The girl is free-spirited and plays as crazily, I said, my simile, as a monkey. Because I've seen monkeys on television, and they can run around and they kind of do their own thing. Monkey. And then I said, ha. Have I now finished? No, no, no. I must always read through my work and make sure I'm happy about it. I like my handwriting, but let's look here. The girl is free-spirited and plays as crazily as a monkey. I really like that. I've described now what they're like. She's free-spirited, okay? And I've said that she also plays as crazily as a monkey. But I haven't yet said, what do they sound like? I haven't quite finished. So for some of my examples there, I've got loud, monster, aggressive, maybe like a monster to use a simile potentially. But obviously you can use your own. What can I go with? She's loud potentially. She has a loud voice. Or try to use a simile. She sounds, oh I like that. She sounds like, what could she sound like? That's really loud. What's really loud? Tell me now through the computer. Help me out here. What does she sound like? She sounds like, oh, I think I just heard someone say, she sounds like a thunderstorm. I love that. She, look at that big S there to scare the other letters. She sounds like a thunderstorm. Oh, I'm going to go with a raging thunderstorm, even a more loud thunderstorm. A raging thunderstorm she sounds like, so I've got my similes, like a raging thunderstorm when she screams and talks. When she screams, and talks. What do I need at the end of my sentence? The end of that bit of information. Well done. Full stop. Now, I've done my first step to success, and I'm going to read it through. The girl is free-spirited and plays as crazily as a monkey. She sounds like a raging, dot my I, raging thunderstorm when she screams and talks. Thank you, whoever said that through the computer. I couldn't quite work out who it was, but really impressed with the participation. So, year 2, we have now done our first step to success. What are they like? And what do they sound like? If you want to pause now and go and write the first section, that's okay. Or if you'd like to wait for me to finish the whole thing before you write, that's okay too. The next section is, what were they doing when they went missing? What were they doing when they went missing? Because this almost will describe a bit of their personality. I've written down a few here for you to have a look at. I've got running around the house, I've got breaking things, and I've got shouting. Which one should I go with? I'm going to say she was running around the house. Well, maybe I could say whizzing around the house. So I like that, whizzing around the house. How can I say? How could someone whiz around the house? Could I use a simile? Like a bull in a china shop. That's a very, very famous kind of one. We've got like an excited child, maybe, different one I heard there. I'm going to go with, I like that, like an out of control Hoover. That's really good. I'm going to say she was like an out-of-control Hoover whirling around the house when the day she went missing. She was like an out-of-control Hoover whizzing around the house the day she went missing. Because that's what I'm talking about. What were they doing when they went missing? And my child was running around the house. But I'm going to use a simile and show off. Capital S. She was like an out of control. She was like an out of control Hoover whizzing. She was like an out of control Hoover whizzing. Notice how I keep rereading as I write to make sure I've got all the words. She was like an out of control Hoover whizzing about. Now I need to go to a new page. About. I'll write up here, okay? She was like an out of control Hoover whizzing about the house. And it was the day she went missing. Just come on a new page, my handwriting doesn't drop. Every word on the line, the day she, notice the S and the E are the same size. The day she went missing. Right, let's now read it through. So the step success was, what were they doing when they went missing? What were they doing when they went missing? And I've used a simile to show off. She was like an out-of-control Hoover whizzing about the house the day she went missing. And because I check my work always, I have missed the full stop. Therefore, I have a full stop there because that's the end of that bit of information. The last step to success was, what's something surprising? What's something surprising? And you might want to start this with, however. Because that is a nice way. You're about to say something that goes against something you've said already. That's what however does. I think this, however, I also think that. So I might say, I love eating meat. However, I try to be vegetarian twice a week. Okay, so that's how we use the word however. So something surprising. And I've got here a couple of examples, or I should say a few examples of what we can say. Kind to animals, can relax, does show affection. I'm going to say that she is, despite this wild personality, she's actually quite kind to animals. So I can go here and I can talk about something surprising, and that is she is kind to animals. However, she can be kind as she is affectionate to animals. However, she can be kind as she is affectionate to animals. Maybe, however, she can be like an angel when around animals. However, she can be like an angel when around animals. Oh, I like that. However, comma, she can be kind when around animals. Let's write it down. I've said it a few times. I've got it in my head. I know what I'm writing. However, comma, it's a bit like an exciting sentence opener here. So you have a comma after it. However, she is like an angel. And this is a tricky word. It's E-L. When I was your age, year 2, I always spelled it L-E, but that means angle. So E-L. However, she is like an angel when around animals. So that little bit of something surprising. Remember, I think in the learnt text we spoke about Cinderella being forgetful as she lost her slipper. In this wild one, she is like an angel when around animals. I've done my something surprising. So, however, she is like an angel when around animals. Have I finished? No. I must read it all through. So,
done each step to success now. So I spoke about this. I wrote what were they doing when they went missing. And I also spoke about something surprising. And I know you like Miss Baldwin and Miss Head tick off, so I'll tick mine off as well, okay? Keeping in theme. Anyway, let's read my work all the way through, because that's what you should always be doing. Thinking, not just reading it through, thinking about capital letters, thinking about full stops too. The girl is free-spirited and plays as crazily as a monkey. She sounds like a raging thunderstorm when she screams and talks. Full stop. She was like an out-of-control Hoover whizzing about the house the day she went missing. However, she is like an angel when around animals. I've used, I think, 3 similes there. I think I'll tell your teachers, if you can use 2 similes, you will get 2 dojos. So really push yourself to use similes when you compare something to something else using like or as. But remember, the simile must make sense, okay? She was like a chocolate bar when around animals. I know I can hear you laughing, but it doesn't make any sense, does it? She was like a chocolate bar. You don't associate chocolate bars with being kind, but you do think of angels as being kind. Anyway, really, really impressed with you, and you're joining in today. Keep being brilliant. Check your work. Think about your beautiful handwriting. It's important you get your letters the same size, finger spaces if you have to. You're all doing ever so well. Speak to you all later. Bye-bye.